the funny thing about you.
Yeah, just the funny thing about me, man, is just that I have so many of these technical glitches with technology, like phones, laptops, computers, everything, PowerPoint, applications, just everything, man. And just I'm brown. I'm supposed to be good at IT and troubleshooting. I should be good at this stuff. But it's just like it just becomes such a pain and something I can't sort out, man. I don't know. I don't have the IT gene. I just never got it. Um,
It skipped a generation.
it just did, dude. Like the whatever gene it is, the STEM gene, uh, the troubleshoot gene. Um, yeah, maybe no, maybe like our purpose was to like troubleshoot other issues, like moral issues and intellectual issues. I don't
I
know.
guess. I hey, hence the Zaytuna education, huh?
Yeah, everybody's, I mean, we're all useful in some way. Not everybody is useless.
We try to be.
Yeah,
I hear you.
but yeah, man. Everything good? It's good to connect again.
I'm saying. Look at us,
Yeah.
episode 3.
Episode 3. Yeah, we made it this far.
I know. Yeah, I saw a stat online that if a podcast can pass 21 episodes or something
Mhm.
like that,
Yeah,
there's a good chance it'll be successful.
nice.
I know.
Yeah, 21. We can do that.
That's the bar.
The odd numbers.
I know.
Yeah,
Well, that one in particular said 21 or 23, something like that.
21th time is a charm. Okay, I'll
Yes.
keep that in mind.
Inshallah.
Definitely.
Word.
Yeah, it's all just consistency. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of people. It's just like human beings. Like when we don't see results real quick, we just want to jump.
I know.
But yeah, dude, there's so much
I know.
we have to talk about, so much we could talk about, so much I want to talk about, so much that has happened,
My friend,
life and the world.
we have 4 points on the script. Mamdani
Yes.
2028. The floor is yours.
You want to start with Mamdani?
I said what I said, bro. Mamdani 2028.
Okay,
We
like president,
we outside.
like president.
Yeah.
Can he become president though? Like,
I have no
given
idea.
wasn't he born in like Uganda or something?
He's an American citizen.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between like a naturalized citizen and a natural born citizen, right?
Does the Constitution say natural born citizen?
I think. I don't know, but like I don't know why. Like maybe look it up
Working on it.
because like there is this thing I've heard it like you have to be born here, and I don't know if naturalized comes under the naturalized meets the requirement,
I don't know.
but I mean that would be sick if the next.
Dude, I see people like on Instagram, they're like, day 2 in Mamdanistan.
Oh my gosh! I did you see that one meme I sent you, or not meme? That thing I
Bro,
sent you. What?
Article 2, Section 1, Clause 5 of the United States Constitution.
Okay.
No per no person except a natural born citizen, shall be eligible to the office of the president.
So natural born on this blood and soil, on this soil that was taken from native indigenous people. Got it.
Yes.
I got it. Understood.
America.
So had to be born in the great state of in one of these great 50 states. Okay. That's unfortunate, man. But they
I
can
know.
overturn it. Like these kind of things, if you get a but I don't know. They will not
Bro,
overturn that for a brown guy named Mamdani. Oh my goodness. You should just get on the stage and just like, I know I can't legally win, but like just having him on stage just like will be like a rhetorical just masterpiece. Like
yo,
just that.
Thiel is articulate. Mashallah.
That will be enough, dude. But
I
I mean,
know.
but thinking considering like him in the present state of affairs, like I've still been kind of like I've been going back and forth on this. This has been on my mind lately. Like yeah, it's like, okay, this is a momentous time for New York. I mean, he won, and he won with so much promise. People have been anticipating him, and now he's in. And so, like, how much is he going to be able to do? Like, because there's certain things like I get under his jurisdiction, there are a lot of things like he can do unilateral things, like some executive orders, maybe
Yeah, he already did
like
2.
yeah, yeah,
1 for jails and 1 for, like, homelessness or something like that. I didn't read
yeah.
all of it, but
So there's like he can roll those out. He can probably like he can obviously determine the budget. NYC has a budget for different departments and things like that, and
yeah.
of like enforcement of laws and local things. Like he has the power and discretion to do those things. But when it comes to some of his like much bigger proposals, like okay, we want to raise taxes on wealthy, property tax, wealth tax, income tax, all this stuff he wants to do. I mean, he's gonna need more than himself to get a lot of that done. And like rent freeze and rent control, like can
Yeah, he's deleting
you
Albany's help.
yeah, like so some of these things like they might just be aspirational. So like what can he really do that is like amongst his like grand objectives? That's kind of what I don't know.
It remains to be seen, dog. You know this.
It remains to be seen, but like I mean at the end of the day, I would have like wouldn't want anyone else but like a mover and shaker like that in that position, you know.
Yeah.
So
Now let me introduce you, bro.
yeah, exactly. And so that's good news. Yeah. I mean, what a way to start the year, you know, like Mamdani,
Dude, did you
Mamdani comes in, what?
did you listen to his acceptance speech?
No, I just saw like clips, but like there were some quotes there. There were some nice ones in there. And
Dr. Mahan
like
would teach
Bernie spoke there and like
Dr. Mahan would teach that in rhetoric class, bro.
oh, for sure, man. Yeah, dude, like I remember in our rhetoric class, I was like going through like JFK speeches. And dude, like I'm gonna be I'm gonna be assigning Mamdani speeches. I mean,
Yeah.
that's yeah, that's the future. But yeah, dude, his like what a way to start the year. Like Mamdani, s- comes on the scene, NYC. Meanwhile, you have another person arriving in NYC from a foreign country.
Dude, I wanted to transfer to that prison, bro.
The Brooklyn one?
I wrote, like, when I left Miami, to start surveying your options, I'm like, it's
The
a
Diddy
madhouse.
prison?
Yep.
Oh my, what?
Yeah, bro. That place had Michael Cohen, Nicolás Maduro, Puff,
Epstein?
no, Epstein was in Manhattan,
Oh, okay, okay.
but that one's closed.
Mm,
Epstein was in Manhattan. Um, Martin Shkreli, the farmer bro, Sam Bankman-Fried,
okay.
uh, Epstein's girlfriend, the weird white lady, um,
Uh,
all within, like, the last, like, 5 years.
oh my gosh. What about Maxwell?
Yeah.
The, that one?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, man. What
All
a
in that same
place.
Brooklyn prison. And, like, when I was in
What
the training, when I was in, like, we had to whatchamacallit it, the training is in Georgia, like, the big
yeah.
national training center.
Hmm.
Oh, behind me, 1 seat to the left, one of the COs. I was like, "Bro, how's Brooklyn?" Like, you hear things. He goes,
Hmm.
"My first 3 months, I witnessed 2 murders. I'm tired."
What?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my goodness, man. Well, I mean, yeah, at NYC, I mean, has seen a lot, and it's now seeing someone else.
Yes.
But I just thought some of these like these headlines were so. I mean, they were so weird. I mean, because I'm going through my phone and then I'm seeing stuff like Maduro arrives in New York. Maduro arrive, and it's like the guy arriving in New York, like he's here for a family vacation, or he's here to like see his to right. He's here to like visit people. He's on holiday, or like
Like in the
visit
United Nations
Mamdani.
or something like that.
Two communists uniting, Mamdani Mamduro remix. Like I mean, like what is this? He's not arriving here. He got literally got kidnapped and in a snatch and grab and dragged to the US. Like, what is this? Mamdani arrives in New York. This is like Orwellian, like, this is the most Orwellian headline I've ever seen. And just like the way it's been, the way it was normalized, it's just, I mean, what did you think about it when you saw these headlines?
Initially, I had like
Or
shock.
when did you first hear, like, what was your first?
But so like I forget when I first heard it, but like that, it was just like the initial, "What? That's crazy." And then, like I have to put the phone down and like the day continued.
Yeah.
But then like a couple hours later, I'm like, "Yo, we did the same thing to Gaddafi. We did the same, not to justify Gaddafi and Saddam and all the
Yeah.
other nut jobs, but just Maduro was a
Taliban.
freak." Yeah,
Yeah.
we did the same thing already. How many years has it been?
Mhm.
And I was just like, "Hmm." Like, I
Yeah.
listened to there's a podcast called Wisdom of Crowds, dope podcast.
Mm. Oh, you
And,
mentioned it before. Yeah.
yeah, I mentioned it before to you. And, what happened? Yeah, I remember, like, for a couple episodes, they'll have, like, a thing on Latin America and, like, American imperialism or, like, Latin and
Mm.
Central, like, Central and South America. Yeah, like, you hear
Yeah.
about this stuff, you be reading a book, you listen to a thing, you read some news articles. It was one
Mhm.
thing because it happened yesterday. But then all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, right?
it's crazy." Was it like 32 Cubans ended up dying too in the
Yeah,
midst of
like,
all that?
a lot, right? I
Yeah,
mean, it was a whole, like, they were, like, flying in aircraft, helicopters, and
I
planes, like,
know.
it was like a large planned operation. It wasn't just like, like they bring in like one helicopter, they went down a rope, and then they're just like, all right, let's pick them up and like, it wasn't, this is like so much more, at least from what I've seen, like so much more well planned and thought out. Likely they had informants inside because the dude was in like a fortified military base.
Really?
At first, I'm like, when I got those details, I'm like, what this? What stupidity on, like, the Venezuelan, like, military and their like, how did they
So,
allow this?
here's the thing, I
What an
think it was
incompetent group of
you
people.
would think, I think it was like the Colombian president or the Bolivian president
Uh-huh,
was like, knowing Maduro, knowing how his whatchamacallit, like his security is around him, he
yeah.
goes, "It had to have been an inside job."
Mm.
And I hate
That's
so
what
conspiratorial.
that's what my dad was saying, that he's like, it had to have been, like, given that it was so, like, it was just a snatch and grab, like, so clean, like, and just they
Allowed
picked him up
it
and
out.
yeah. And apparently, like, they had been following him and tracking him and, like, so doing it so well, like, to the point where it's just, like, they made it just seem so efficient.
Yeah,
And then, the pictures started coming out, and I'm like, "What is this?" Like, honestly, like, I think the first picture I saw was, like, that him and, like, the Nike Tech Fleece,
yeah,
where he's, like, the water bottle, and I'm
yeah,
like,
the
"Dude,"
water
you know
bottle.
what I thought at that point? I was like, "Wow, great," like, it's great, uh, this is not just gonna be good for, like, the oil companies and the oil executives, this is gonna be great for Nike right now.
I know,
Great for corporations.
I'm saying.
Right. But who knows, like, at the end of the day, like, um, it's like, it's seen as a big win, but, like, Venezuela, like, their oil infrastructure still needs to be built and shored up and worked on. It's been decayed, and they haven't been producing as much in the past as, like, especially under Maduro, and,
Bro,
uh,
April's coming, you and I will pay for it.
we're still, no, we're still paying for, like, other things, like, Israel, but I mean, yeah, dude, there's so much, like, that thing. What I said to you the other day was like, th to me, what this symbolizes is, like, one of the first times, at least I've seen, where it's like the imperialism is so mask off. Because in the past, like, didn't you notice, like, whether it was Bush, it was, like, Obama, it was any of these other presidents, they would just mask their imperialism with, like, "Oh, we're promoting freedom and
Yeah,
democracy and human
democracy,
rights."
yeah, something.
It's always like, it's sold to the public as like we're doing this for the benefit of those people and Americans, and we're doing it for a greater good. And this is like, the Edward Said quote where it's like every single empire, it tells itself, great stories about itself and about its ideals and stuff like that. And we always kind of, at least from my memory, that's like always what the US did. And now it's just like, yeah, we took him because we want the oil. Like it's so like just so brazen and vulgar and crude. I mean, no pun intended. I mean, it just is, dude.
Dog, I'm with you.
And
What
like
did I
I
say? What
also
did I say in response? Prophet ﷺ said, "If you have no shame, do what you want."
100%, 100%. Yeah, it's the end of times, man.
Yeah.
Is there yeah, is there some like, there is probably like, some like something in our tradition about like, leaders being grabbed and deposed. I don't know.
Might be. I don't know.
But anyway, uh yeah, there was also something about I think it was like, was it a British guy? It was something on Sky News I saw, but like the oil there is actually different from the oil that the US makes, which makes it even more appetizing for the US potentially.
Oh, that like that it's refined or that comes out of the ground.
That comes out of the ground, like the Venezuelan oil is like this like more heavy type of crude, whereas like the US is like the leading producer of it, but
Yeah.
we produce like the light sweet kind mostly. And like the heavy one is the one that's needed, or it works better in producing things like diesel and jet fuel, and a lot of US refineries, they need that kind of.
Yeah.
um so that's another thing, and obviously like that's a big motivator for them. I'm just so mad at people like, trying to, I saw some comments like, oh, this is a, wouldn't you want to remove a bad guy to
You
benefit the
do, but
Venezuelan people?
it's at the
And
same time, it's like, what's the substitute?
exactly, like what
What's
is
the
what
alternative?
yeah, what is the alternative? Can you guarantee you can't. I mean, and at the end of the day, um like we fall victim, or people fall victim to the same stuff over and over and over. And I think like, maybe one day people will learn. Maybe one day we'll learn like, this is just the nature of great powers and how they act. They throw their weight around in just sometimes atrocious ways. But people, I mean, sometimes just they start cheerleading it. I mean, regardless. And how many times, Trump came in like, I'm the peace candidate, and all the MAGA people, right? Like all the MAGA people are like, anti-Iraq and anti-war and anti-this. And it's like he's coming in as a peace candidate. Where do you bring peace? There's no peace in Russia, Ukraine. I mean, there's no peace in Israel, Gaza. There's no peace in Latin. Like where's your peace?
Did you see Matthew Hassan's post? Are you on Blue Sky?
I no. I know
No.
what it is though, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Um, he had a thing. He was like, "Oh, to all the people who gave me a hard time, not voting for Trump because he advertised himself as the peace candidate." I don't want to say I told you so, but he did one of those "I told you so" posts.
Pretty much. And bro, I heard this from so many like, I mean, people in my orbit, like people I've talked to and spoken to like in real life, like, oh, Trump didn't start any wars. Trump didn't start. It's like, dude, that is like the most, I just don't even know what to say, because even like in the first term, dude, the guy went on like a bombing spree
Yeah,
and like all over the place. So I don't know, man. Part of it is like, isn't there that saying like, as you are, so are the leaders put in charge?
yeah.
Something like that. Is
Mhm.
that like a
Your leader, it's something to the effect that I think it's like your leaders are قال صلى الله عليه وسلم, your leaders are a reflection of you.
yeah, yeah. And
Be
basically,
careful who you vote for.
it makes me think like, you know what? Like maybe the people deserve Trump. Like the people deserve him. Like maybe sometimes I think like,
I don't
yeah,
know. It's
like
hard to be definitive on that statement.
of course it's hard to be definitive, but like there are a lot of just like there are bad people in every country, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just it gets you thinking, like, you know, um, sometimes you get like in the Quran we talk about like corruption is spread in ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس. Like corruption is rampant on the land and the sea because of what humans are doing.
Yeah.
And so it's like we have some role in our destiny and in our fate. So it's like at the end of the day, like yeah, we're not in control of everything, but at the same time, like our actions can have um effect on the world. Who knows, man? This is like getting into metaphysical stuff now. Yeah. So, I mean, where so where do we go from here? Um,
I don't know.
Greenland? Greenland?
Finland? I was gonna say that next.
What? Where do you?
I was gonna say, I was like, dude,
For real? The great minds do think alike.
isn't this guy
That's
freaking trying to snatch out Greenland there? It's now some of the Republican voices are like, no, we're not gonna let him. This is absurd. Greenland doesn't have a Maduro, blah blah blah. I'm just like, yeah,
oh my gosh. Who
my
knows,
God.
man? Yeah. There's just
Dude, I saw this little like spoof video on Instagram. Is you see at those Instagram videos, the one guy plays two different characters.
mhm,
So the one he plays himself as Trump and Trump at the thing, and then there's him there just in his normal clothes. He
mhm,
goes, takes a stick in the sand. "Whoosh, okay, whatever you do, don't cross this line because
mhm,
da da da." Da." And then you see the camera pans the other way, and it's like
yeah,
him playing Trump, and he bounces, comes this way, jumps that way, comes this way. He
mhm,
goes, I told you. Jumps again. Oh, come on now. You want to do this? He came back across the thing, jumped back again the second time, goes, all right, I can't be mad at you. So the camera pans down back to the line, and you can see
uh-huh.
now the line is behind him. And then there's this zoom out, and then you see all these lines that followed from behind him. How many times this happens with the administration? Like, bro,
Yeah,
I'm dead serious, bro. The orange man, what did he do? He did something. Oh, some like, the high visa fees for people coming in from specific countries and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. Was the H-1B ones?
You
Yeah.
sure we shouldn't be getting ready for the internment camps, you and I?
What?
Remember when he did the Muslim ban? I don't know about you, but it's me, a bad few other people were like, yo, should we get ready for the internment camps?
I mean, like, yeah, should we ask the Japanese? Like, should we get ready? Like,
I know. Take me out, like, just learn, teach me your ways.
it's like, yeah, how'd you guys like get through those times of, those great times where we were interning
Yes.
Japanese citizens? I mean, yeah, dude, like the Muslim, like, I mean, this is like what their whole playbook. Like I said, the MAGA crowd, the Republican, they're so uninteresting to me because at the end of the day, like all I see is just like, okay, let's we're just gonna, cut taxes, we're gonna cut welfare benefits, and then we're gonna do this, this imperialism, and then it's like racism. It's like there's like 4 or 5 things on their like agenda. It's not that even that interesting to me, like and and the way like they've been so open like with the Somali stuff and the racism against like Ilhan Omar, like he's mentioning her hijab in one of the didn't he do that like in one of his like Truth Social tweets or something, whatever he does, like
Online
why are you
privately.
it's like it's so vulgar and like people don't stop him, like nobody stops him, like
Have you seen all those pictures from like him in an office somewhere? And they'll like there's the picture, but then you zoom in to the paper and you gotta flip it upside down. One of them said, Truth Social draft, and it was a
really,
draft tweet or whatever they call them, a draft post, which eventually ended up getting published.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So some of them are scripted. They're written in, with his mouth, but otherwise, also him just going off the deep end.
Yeah, I mean, and these are like, we want to talk about end of times, it's like the liar will be the liar will be believed, the truthful one will be like, discarded. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, this is how it is. I mean, like the biggest liar in the history of like modern American politics. I mean, it is what it is, and so many people have just bought on, and social media has just amplified the lies, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Um,
it's between social media and like what is it, like the 24-hour news ticker.
but what is the difference?
It's also the question. One has become the other. That's what I think.
I
Social
mean,
media is almost turned into the news, and the news is turned into social media.
exactly, dude. That's so true. I mean, even me, I'm like a victim of that in a way because if you ask me like where are you getting your news, I'm getting it from like YouTube and I'm getting it from like of course I do reading, but like at the same time like I can't deny like I they become like, interchangeable. I mean
Yeah.
that's a good point
How
actually.
many times you see tweets? There's like just your local news will just put up a string of tweets. Here's what people are saying.
But I think the difference might be with regards to if you were to do like a demographic study or age study, like the older generation maybe still relies on the traditional like Fox,
Yeah.
NBC, MSNBC, like
Yes.
whereas like our like the millennials and the Gen Z, like all these like people in their 20s, 30s, like they're kind of like mass consuming like Instagram, YouTube, like and influencers, like that's what their a lot of their consumption is.
Right.
So I think that might be the difference, and both can be like like the mainstream media, like the Fox and CNN and all that. They're gonna feed a certain narrative, and then with social media, there's the same. It's social media is chaos. I mean,
Yep.
it kind of bro. Like when I if I open up like X or something, it gives me anxiety because just the comments and the comments on the comments and this person's opinion on that thing and this person it's just like it I don't know like the I just want to I don't want to deal with it. But I just check it for because I want to just be able to like see okay this is the what's that word for it, the zeitgeist.
Yeah. What's trending?
Right? I just need to and for like our because we're kind of leaders in our own fields and our professions. We have to be able to like steer people and this is the whole point of this kind of this one of the objectives, inshallah, of this podcast, like to steer people in a decent direction, right?
Hopefully, inshallah,
Hopefully,
inshallah,
inshallah,
inshallah.
like I mean, we make our mistakes, but like we as long as
Forgive us.
yeah, like as long as we try, like um but yeah, like if yeah, yeah, like we're trying to steer people in a positive direction. Like we have to be to some extent informed, but then
Yes.
like informed, but not like, but also protecting our health from being like completely like eaten alive by just how toxic the global discourse is. Um, in the day of the Orange Man.
I hear you.
I mean,
What was it? I was on Instagram. One of my friends put up a post of some Goldman Sachs executive saying that
mm,
everybody should have a subscription to the Wall Street Journal. I've
hmm,
been thinking about it, and I didn't read.
really?
I did, yeah. There's on The Verge. There's a reporter, Elizabeth Lapato. She's talking
Mm,
about how I think it was from her. She was saying that, like on her one of her Blue Stripe things was that, or I saw this somewhere. I think it came from her that you find some type of you can find like a degree of accuracy in like these financial newspapers where their
mm,
focus is on the market, but they'll still post, like they'll write about other things because those things affect the market. And the reader
mm,
has to know, mm, as like unbiased as possible because it affects people's wallets, affects
mm,
investments and stuff like that.
yeah.
So I'm like, between the two, I was thinking, I'm like, I jump on the AI search and it's like, yeah, consult your local library. It's also a way to get a hold of newspapers.
Mhm.
Especially in Pennsylvania, my local library gets me the New York Times. Yo, screw the New York Times. And then I remembered, like, my wife, she still has access to the old library thing that we had. Like, they didn't cancel our account. They know we left
Yeah.
and stuff, but they didn't they like, our account's still active. So I went on the website and I did log in. And, come to find out, for 3 days, you have a, like a temporary Wall Street Journal account,
Mhm.
and now it's like, where is it? I get my Wall Street Journal coming in,
Okay.
and, like, the article is, like, super duper thorough, man.
Nice. And you keeping track of those tickers like the Dow Jones and the
And then you also get, like, the
S&P?
market stuff at the same time. Like, the second tab is the markets,
Yep.
like, what's going on in the stock, the world. Dow advances 270 points, like, that's crazy.
I was somebody was telling me like uh just follow like the social medias of like the Trump people and all of these guys 'cause like they'll tell you when to buy and when
Everybody go to your local library, get a library card, make an account, and see what newspapers you can get for free.
Hmm, yes. And
Yes.
education is the passport to the future. Who said that? I don't know.
I don't know, but it reminds me of, like, one of those elementary school things.
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take a guess. Malcolm X
I don't know, it's a
or
good question.
MLK.
I don't know.
Education
Who
is
said
a
education is
passport
the
to the future.
am I
Somebody.
looking it up to you?
Let me look it up. Mhm.
Yeah, it's attributed to Malcolm X. 1964 speech connected with the Organization of Afro-American Unity. That's quotecosmos.com.
Nice. Yep. Yeah. Uh, speaking of great civil rights leaders, uh, MLK Day is coming up, and
Indeed.
yeah,
Yes.
and they're gonna honor him like they're upholding his legacy.
Wait, the
I get.
initiation?
I think I get the yeah. I think I get the day off. You get the day off. Yeah, you should get the day off.
Yes, federal holiday, right?
Yeah, everybody gets it off, right?
Yeah. I don't know, I work for the Fed, so
Yeah,
probably going to work, but see what happens.
yeah.
Was it January 20th, right?
A week from now,
I guess. Or was
next
it a week
week.
from now? It's the 13th.
Oh, or no,
MLK.
2 weeks from
Yeah.
now. A week and a half from
Oh,
now.
yeah, the 19th. Yeah, okay. Um,
All right.
what am I doing on Monday at work? Usual. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know. See what happens.
Yeah, but good job, dude, with the WSJ.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm trying. Let's see what happens. I don't know if it's like every 3 days is the login resets, which is might get a little bit tedious.
Mm.
But what is for free is Axios, which I've come to like a
Axios is
lot.
not bad. Like, I feel like
No,
they do a good job at like
and they have
summarizing
a
certain
free
things.
account. You can get
Yeah.
like a free. They're very concise. Like they're overly concise, maybe. And
I
Semaphore is the other one
I don't know about that one, but I can definitely concur with you on Axios. I have definitely referenced it many times.
for sure.
Yeah, just to like see, oh, because they break things down. Like it's just like, okay, here is this
Yep.
explainer for this.
Very.
Yeah, I think they did this thing with Maduro. There was like 6 reasons like why the US is interested in Venezuela or
I'm
something.
gonna have to check it when we're done.
Yeah, so they had that thing and so yeah, it's like explainers. I like that. I one of the things I kind of struggle with is sometimes I come across an article or something I like, and then I'm like, it takes me to somewhere, and I'm like, oh, I need a subscription for this. And then it's like and it's like you need a subscription for so many things, and so for me
Bro,
to like narrow
I
things down,
Google is gonna kill the internet. They call it Google Zero.
Google Zero,
Yeah, because the way like AI search is happening,
it's just going to be able to pick things
it'll pick
like
things out for you,
extract.
and it's not necessarily going you needing to go to that's the idea. How effective is it? This Gemini 3 is seems to be the shiznit, but, you know, remains to be seen. So, like, companies are, like, going out of business, dude,
No, dude,
and, like,
AI
you
is
remember when
like,
Facebook? You remember when, like, they had the whole thing on Facebook? You'd like, people were getting the news on Facebook. CBS was posting there,
mm,
NBC, stuff like that.
yeah,
Do you know how that's not a thing anymore?
yeah. The AI.
Mark, no, Mark Zuckerberg didn't want to deal with it.
Wait, wait,
He
wait.
just,
So like you're getting less on Facebook? Like really?
there's no financial reason to post news on Facebook anymore. So it's up to a
Mm,
person who's reading an article to share it. And then for the engagement, you know, the whole engagement thing happens. Clickbait,
yeah,
rage bait, whatever you want to call it.
rage bait.
So like they got hit. And then now it's like BuzzFeed went out of business because of the Google search.
Mm.
There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of companies. They took a hit.
Oh yeah, I heard about BuzzFeed. I heard about BuzzFeed. Yeah, yeah.
That's because Google changed the search thing.
Okay, yeah. Now I think I'm starting to like
Yep.
remember
So
that
now
stuff.
it's like, okay, you're gonna go, wow, you're gonna go about, you gotta keep the lights on, you gotta keep the staff paid. That money gotta come from somewhere. If it's not from ads and Google clicks, you gotta do some subscription.
Yeah. You
That's what
got
I'm
a subs.
saying. Yo, go to your local library, folks.
Mm,
Get a library card.
yeah.
Dude, did you used to watch Arthur
Yeah, dude. I've been
on PBS?
Arthur. Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what it was to have fun?
Oh, are you gonna hit me with that library card song? Having fun isn't hard.
When you got a
You
laptop,
know
right?
it. We know this.
Saw that episode like 17 times.
Oh, dude, I could sing that song right now, but I'm not gonna.
Having fun isn't hard
Stop
when you
it.
got a library card.
Dude, bro, and
So
those, bro. Well, one thing that doesn't make sense to me: how these kids, like third graders, like just no adult supervision, just walk into the library. They would just walk around like they'd just be at the Sugar Bowl by themselves. Like, what are they do?
Well, remember, what is it? Brain's parents owned the Sugar Bowl. Or they worked there or something.
I'm hoping they've like taken them and there and back. Like,
Something.
not like that's funny though.
Yeah,
But that's like such a classic, dude.
I know.
Such a classic show.
Yeah.
And all our not other favorite recess.
Oh yeah, amazing. You know who did the Arthur theme song?
Who?
Ziggy Marley.
Siggy Marley?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You know who his father is in, right?
His father?
Yeah,
Bob Marley?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like that sound would like have a generational impact. I guess it would. Now
It's
the
his
success
father.
of Arthur, makes so much more sense to me now.
Yeah.
Like it's infused with the spirit of like, Marley and Rastafarianism. But great, yeah.
Yeah, definitely Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Dude, you
that's
have a hold on. You have a question on this thing.
hmm,
How to reach people's hearts in these times?
that's the question. I
You said on a
that
text message, so I wrote it down.
I just sent that man. Like, what was I thinking at that time?
I don't know.
How do you how
Talking
do
about
you
what we're
reach
talking
people's
about
hearts?
now.
It just hit me like, because like for like being relevant and kind of or not just relevance for the sake of relevance, but I mean as like our mission is to at the end of the day like try to bring people to the truth. This was like the teachings of our Dean, like, call
Yeah.
people to goodness, encourage the bad, discourage the good. So it's always like our imperative to like um try to reach people in the best way and also like um potentially like help people who need it. Like there's a lot of misguidance out there, a lot of people need help. So like how do we with our knowledge, with our tools, like really reach people in an age that is so like fragmented and the age that is experiencing so much. That was just kind of what I was thinking. And then I got to thinking about like the spread of Islam. That's why I kind of connected it. And I'm like, how is it that, Islam as a civilizational force was able to spread and go about so effectively? And obviously there's so many different reasons, right? But one of the things that like I think I might be maybe relevant to this conversation is just like the everyday impact of people in whatever sphere they found themselves in. Like, you know that one book by Arnold, that you know that Thomas Arnold book?
Yeah, with Imam Zaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like Imam Zaid taught that to like every history class.
No, he did it. We got it, but we never touched it.
You never finished it? What was that?
We never even opened it.
What?
Yeah,
But you had definitely went over it.
I have it. We might have to like read one article or something like that. Or was that a supporting article?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't go through it like you
I,
guys did.
yeah, like with us, Imam Zaid, like really, that was a great blessing for us. Like, hey,
I meant
like,
to put on my camera, but
yeah, no, it's all good. So Imam Zaid went through that with us like in detail, and he spent a lot of time on it,
yeah,
along with some other things. But like that one was, and he even like gave us all these extensive notes on it. I remember, but there's so many things that like he
I'm still
where'd you
here, bro.
go?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Yeah, okay.
I've not seen you.
No, I get it, I get it.
Hashtag dad life. But yeah, keep going. Tom Arnold, Imam Zaid.
Um, so yeah, so Tom Arnold, basically he's like a British historian, and what he talks about is like there's so many reasons that like made Islam like so successful, and he's really trying to debunk that whole notion or that idea of Islam being spread by the sword, and
Yeah.
that you know Muslims were hostile wherever they went, and obviously, like, you know, nobody's perfect, but like if you look at the overwhelmingly the spread of Islam in his like his thesis is like it's gradual and it was slow moving. Like if you look at like, you know, in Egypt, I mean, Egypt doesn't become fully Muslim until centuries after like Muslims arrived there, you know, in the 600s. And so these type of things indicate like gradual transformation of demographics, but not just, you know, magically. But I mean, certain things like, you know, the creed of Islam was so simple and attainable and accessible. I mean, and then you had Muslims like you had like Sufi orders, like all these different, you know, he mentions all the Sufi orders like having a massive impact in the
Yeah.
spread of Islam. He mentions like everyday people like teachers and government workers and you know, everyday people in the bazaar and the streets, like just making their Islam so visible and so public in a way, like infusing the society with that and just doing that. And then what is this? Talking with Teachers, season 6. Nice. Is that what? I can't hear you.
So this is Sheikh Abdul's podcast.
Oh,
Um,
I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
yeah. So I listened to it. Um, it's like some good conversation and stuff like that. So this one was he's an imam in Houston. Got a little controversial because he started like running up in those Muslim stores that sell liquor and stuff like that.
Mm.
And
Oh, you just reminded me of something else, but keep going.
yeah. So for him, his thing was his masjid in the hood, one of the ghettos of Houston, they
Mm.
just feed people.
Yeah.
That's it. They got the soup kitchen. Everybody
That's the
knows.
dawah. That's
So when they came after him, like the news and stuff, was like, look at this radical imam, how he goes about bullying store owners and business owners. The people of Houston was like, what are you talking about? What's on the what are we talking about?
Yeah.
And it ended up being like the whole thing. So
Yeah, dude, like
it different sometimes it might be Dr. Shady and stuff in Central Jersey, South Jersey.
hmm,
He's doing something similar to that. La Cojina. He even gave it like the Spanish name, like the food kitchen that they have down there in New Brunswick.
that's so good, man. I've seen some of like Dr. Shadi's videos and clips. Like he's doing a really good in dawah, I
I
really
know,
feel like. On the
I know,
social media.
I
On
know.
social media.
I hear you.
Um, and but like what you reminded me of is just like, you know how like people just everyday people kind of like making an impact. Like there was this one, I don't know his name or if he's affiliated with some organization, But he came to our masjid, like the one in Michigan, like very close to my house, and he gave a khutbah there. And this brother was like, I've started some initiative. Either he started it or he's working with somebody. There's some initiative where they're going around to different hotels and getting like Quran placed in the drawers and stuff like that.
Oh, I heard
Do,
about that.
do you
This
know?
dude?
Do you know
I don't know. I can't recall.
who's doing this like
Boy,
infiltration? Like,
that's freaking amazing. You might as well because I was in a hotel. Habibi.
dude, I
I was
want
in
to
a
know
hotel.
who that is. Like, I really remember that. Like,
Bro, look it up. Hopefully, by the time this gets published, I'll have the link on the thing.
yeah, but that really like blew me. I'm like, what a beautiful little like dawa tool. Like everywhere I'm going, like I'm going to, the Marriott and I open the drawer and I see like King James. Like what if I see like, Abdul Halim or like, I mean like,
It would be
like
cool. I know.
that would be that's how it should be done.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, there's no I mean there's separation of church and state, but like apparently there's no separation of hotel and church. I mean like what does he think?
Lord, I did it. I don't know why people didn't do it sooner.
I was like, who? I should have thought of that. I guess you know what? I was so proud of him, but I was also so mad at myself. Like, I didn't think of this.
Why did I do that? Well, you know why? You probably you're not a hotel guy.
Yeah, I don't know. But this also goes to show you like that like there's different you need like different minds and different people like
Yep.
coming together and like because everyone's gonna have their blind I have my blind spots, like you have your blind spots and like community work like can help you like if you have companions, if you have friends, like they help you see those and like they'll point those out. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
Khalid Latifi
yeah.
talks about that. He's like, a good leader doesn't know everything, but a good leader knows people who does know they're really good at one thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And you collect all those people, you got something going.
Exactly.
I want to be like them when I grew up, boy.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't Imam Khalid at the Mamdani thing?
He did the dua. He killed the dua, bro. He smashed it. Mashallah.
Yeah. His language and his word choice. That's what really always blew me away when I went to these NYC Jummas or these when he was at the IC in NYU, like
Yeah.
his choice of words for like whatever the occasion is. Like let's say, like the community is happy, the community is upset, the community is grieving, like he's somebody who like his word choice has always like impressed me.
Yeah.
That's what I really took note of when I was in New York.
And
And
he's
I was
just
like,
so cool, bro. He's so
yeah.
one of the most down to earth people. Like, mashallah, mashallah, mashallah.
Yeah, like Allah preserve and protect like our leaders who are doing like the good work in the community, and our brother doing this hotel missionary work, where
Yo,
he
for
is.
real. Him and his team, man. I joined this team.
Oh my gosh, man! You open the drawer, Allah. It's bugged. That's like it gets bugged like you get like Mamdani and the intelligence agencies, somebody like him in the.
Tell me, bro, like I'm Afghanistan, bro. I love that. It just cracked me up the first time I saw
Yeah,
it.
Mamdanistan and like rename all these like subway stops and stations and streets. Yeah,
Yeah,
that that would just like put people's like hair on fire, especially the haters.
I know.
Yeah.
Hashtag creeping Shariah. Don't care. I'm Donnie 2028.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Let's not forget about this, natural citizen thing.
I know.
Just throw that out the. Just throw that out.
I hear you.
Just running, man. Just running. This is the age. This is the age of breaking things up. This is the age of regime change.
It's like
Come
move
on.
fast and break things, or whatever it is.
Yes, yes. This is
Yes.
this is the age of just tear everything down and start over.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, make
Yeah.
it easy. Do we sound, are we like promoting anarchism right now?
I mean,
Oh, bro. But just before we finish up, um, Mark Lamont Hill, the journalist,
oh
the
yeah,
guy
yeah.
that went the thing. Did you see? I didn't find. I forgot. Just like up until now, uh, his interview with Chris Hedges.
His I think I saw a thumbnail for it or something, but
He
I didn't
interviewed
click
Chris
on it.
Hedges in between Trump round two, and like this inauguration day. And
Really?
I saw one clip on it, and he asked, he goes, "Well, why? Like, what's up?" Because like Chris Hedges is talking about like the oligarchy versus corporatism.
Uh-huh.
He goes, "The previous round, the corporatists won,
Okay.
and you find like the standard run of the mill, like corporate America type thing, the donors and all that jazz, the things that you hear
Yeah.
that comes out of, like the Democratic Party."
Yeah,
He
yeah.
goes, "This go around, the corporatists lost, the oligarchs are in power."
So I don't know. I guess I'm like, I guess I see what he's doing is like, but is he just trying to talk about like plutocracy more so like whereas like the top CEOs and the richest people are there more so than the past? Like, I mean, I guess I'm not really sure about his thesis.
I'm not, well, mind you, it was just a snippet, but I was thinking because like I listened to another journalist called Gil Duran, and he
Mhm.
talks about like oligarchy and the techno fascists and like all this other craziness, how like Peter Thiel ends up becoming like this, like the an intellectual foundation for all this.
Um,
He ends up becoming a whole thing. And one of JD Vance's earlier investors, when he
yeah.
was like into what we call it, venture capitalism before he stepped into politics, Peter
Okay.
Thiel.
Huh.
Where does Peter Thiel want to set up shop?
Israel?
Greenland.
Okay.
Greenland.
Wow. Yeah, dude, it all makes sense.
Go follow the money. Maybe we'll talk about that in the next episode.
Dude, exactly. Like the whole Elon thing, like how does Elon get Doge and like get Deeth in the Trump admin? It's all money.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll talk about that in the next episode, inshallah. I gotta go be Baba. I don't know if
yeah,
we
I
have like
think
a
we gotta.
second and a half Yahya can be art. Plus it's 10:13.
Yeah, dude. How long have we been doing this?
I don't know, but it's been less than an hour.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was like 9. I don't even know. We
Anyways,
started
just like,
late because of
yeah, little difficulties from your lack of a tech support gene. Trust in India should be ashamed.
I know. That's why like yeah, they got rid of me.
All right, bro. Good chat.
Yeah, we'll continue this
Inshallah. Next
inshallah.
time. Well, time out. All right, yo. Time out.
All right. Peace. Walaikum salam.